Well, I come from the generation, we don't need mics, but before I get started, I need every woman to stand up, please, in the house. Yeah. Because this is good. Oh, because see, you know, I didn't say nothing because you guys didn't say. I was hoping you guys didn't say nothing, but I'm glad you guys did now. Today is March. This is the day Women of History Month. And today you have to remember this. You're going to remember this day because you know you are historians. You are teachers. You are the guidance of the children of tomorrow. But one thing you always know, you will be an ancestor. But it's up to you that, some of us write, some of us take pictures. But always know this day, and every day is really women history, you know what I'm saying, history. But this month is just to recognize who you are. And for the women who've been standing up, I wish I could trade places with you, so you know. But thank you. Now I'm going to give you my show of who I am. Acronyms. Thank you. Oh, that's it? Who am I? I'm Acronyms. I'm one of them writers. It's a trip because I was birthed here in another spot. But when I first came to start doing poetry, it was like the first day it started is the first day I was here. And I feel like nobody knew what I was doing because I didn't have the right name or what I do. Because I'm one of them writers that like, I'm one of them writers that like to challenge myself. And I always tell people, you know, I take letters or one letter out the alphabet to where I can introduce myself. For example, I'll say something like, the first letter of the alphabet will be A. So I'll use all A's by saying, ask anyone about acronyms ability, alphabetizing abbreviations arranged accordingly as an authentic speech artist. Applying acronyms, achieving acknowledgement, academically abusing any artificial artist affecting any area. Although I am an above average acrotistic author, and with author, as an acronym I would say, always use truth helping others recognize anything, any place, anytime. I am an artist, acronyms real talented and speaking truth as the ambassador. But I always say, sometimes when I be on stage or when I perform, my mom always be saying, Mike, why you always got that big old head on? Your hair is so beautiful. And I always tell Mom, it's too long because it get tangled in my tires, to be honest with you. So, but I always remember about hair, and people are always speaking to me about hair. And I say when people look in the color of my eyes, it reminds me of the land of our ancestors been taken. And the red in the background is the bloodshed of our culture, our people who've been blessed with that melanated gold that could purify any woman and man's soul of truth that reveals undeniable truth here, to understand that we are more than what they just say. But at the same time, I understand we are the truth of these hidden treasures. And with treasures to reveal education and structure unites real entrepreneurs spiritually who understand there's no such thing as good hair or bad hair, just natural and unnatural hair. As I've been on my rites of passage, and they always ask me why I wear my hair in locks, letting others recognize their captured knowledge, learning that only knowledge creates, as I rock mine in peace. And with peace, poetry elevates any conscious environment. To understand that I am a poet and a prophet, and I speak, and the first time I take off my hat for hair. So that's what my mom told you. But, you know, I just love words so much because I like to challenge myself, and I like to, people like doing their thing and doing poetry, but I like to make people like think like, really can say that? Because there's no boundaries with poetry. It gives you that feeling you can express Like, for instance, I'll be like, I speak in verses, I speak in slangs, for all my peoples who recognize real hip-hop and poetry slang. Chopped in pieces, spellbound in skits, ready to blow minds for the first time before these words leave my lips. But I must have come equipped. But I know the first sight you see me, you probably think I'm high. But if you look at the word high, I know you wonder how I got here. But really, I really be on that quest for love. But every time I dig for my roots, I always come up with a black thought. But I know this energy that I'll be feeling is the same energy that Tupac and Biggie them felt, but not too many people looked at Biggie and Tupac's name the way Acronyms looked at their names. When I looked at the word Tupac, it spoke to me and told me to unite people, to uplift people about consciousness. See, that was Tupac. To unite people about change. See, that was still Tupac. But since Tupac didn't leave a seed to succeed, it took a brother like Acronyms to step up and do the right deed to unite parents and children. But so many people be coming up to me and try to compare me to Biggie. I said, don't compare me to Biggie, because me and Biggie are one and the same. Just look at his name. I believe in God's grace in everything that I do. So I ask most rappers, why do you rap? You acronyms, you know rap stands for respect and power. I said, if it stands for respect and power, I said, recognize the poet and respect the prophet. But for me to call myself a poet, I'm a prophet orchestrating every thought. But for me, incline these lines at the same time, that makes us all prophets. So when you look at the word prophets, it tells you we're poor, righteous, oppressed people to help everyone think spiritually. But everybody be asking me, hey, Acronyms, how you take them words and make them combined? I said, look at the word mind. Mind will tell you what I do. I mentally inject new diction. And looking at the word diction, I decipher individuals' conscious thoughts in order now. So they ask Acronyms, why you don't rap? I don't rap because it really stands for rebel against progress, rebel against parents, and ruin all progress. So I chose hip-hop. Helping independent people help other people. I guess when money became into play, the dummies became into play and turned hip-hop into huge income potential, hurting our people. I hope you see the sequel, because too many dummies was falling the word money and never looked at the word money, and money would have told you. Monopolizing off Negro experiences yearly. Monopolizing off Negro experiences yearly. But to my surprise, I guess it takes an OG to lace you about the word $1. Because $1 would have told you what America did to us. Only negative energy destroyed our language, lives, and respect. That's why America's in debt. Look at the word debt. It tells you destroy every black tradition to keep black folks in check. But you choose you want to rap. You think you got flows. If you're looking through Acronyms' eyes, you're looking like a snitch, though. You so quick to tell them your nickname, your government name, where you live though, and how much dough, and snitch on your partner who's pimping hoes. But to my surprise, I'll call you Snake Eyes. But really though, you're really a G.I. Joe. And what is a G.I. Joe? A government informant joining our enemies. A government informant joining our enemies. But I'm proud to be alive today to see a black president in office. But I know Trump's in office and the government still needs to change, but the government is Pac-Man. And what is Pac-Man? Power controls, money and niggas. Power to control countries and money to tease niggas to follow the crooked line of crime and they say crime doesn't pay. But in these days and age, this has been going on in the north, in the east, in the west, in the south. Man, that's news. The north, the east, the west, the south, that's news. Nah, Negroes experience white supremacy every day. See, that's news. So I took a trip down to Topeka, Kansas, where they did was desegregating schools. And it was known as Brown versus the Board of Education. And when I looked at the word Brown, the Board of Education, and the word Brown spoke to me and told me it was black rights over white nonsense versus our Board of Education. Education. Thank you. I'll just give this one before I go because I wasn't going to do this, but I'm only doing it because I like just one-letter poems, you know. And I used to use this on my intro, but that's how people get to know me with the A's. But I used the V because what it was, you guys seen V for Vendetta? Yeah. All right. I didn't even see that when I wrote this poem. It was one day, Godzilla, I ain't gonna lie, you know, ideas is everybody's. You know, just put it like that. And Godzilla was doing the V. I said, Godzilla, we used to do that when he was a kid. He said, yeah, whatever. And I was so stirred. I said, I gotta do a poem called the V, but this is how it goes. I go, I'm a valiant Vallejo Valley vigilante vocalist vindicating victims violated by villains, vagrants, and vagabonds. Victimizing vibrant people vulnerable to verbal violence, viewing life as vicious, valueless, and vague. View my visions vocally at any venue. And see, sometimes I can stop between my pieces because I know a lot of people might not know what an acronym is. But if you look at the word venue and you know how to spell, when I say venue, I'm vocally exercising natural, useful energy with my valuable, versatile vocabulary, validating victory. And what is victory? Vocally injecting conscious thoughts only reflecting you and V. Vacating variety of verses, vanishing vengeance, vendettas, and feminist vixens. Violated my vantage, voyaging valet VIP. Very important poets. Viewing our voice, verbs, vowels, and viewpoint that vetoes violence as well as vain violence, venting negative energy. You see, this gift I've been blessed with is very vital vocally and vintage like Van Gogh. And I definitely Van Gogh. Look at the word paint pictures, it tells you what we do. Poets always inject new thoughts, projecting insight, capturing truth, using real experiences spiritually. As a veteran voyaging over various voids, overcoming any obstacle, to let you know I'm a veteran from the Valley Joe of the V. Thank you.